Hi, I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Rachel. We're two Canadians living on our 39-foot mainship trawler, living an adventure of a lifetime. We invite you to follow along as we travel 6,000 miles through Canadian and U.S. waterways around America's Great Loop. We're preparing to leave Big Sabine Point. The weather has changed. We have quite a southerly wind, southwesterly wind, I think, right now. And it's quite rough. We're in a protected area, and we're kind of bouncing around now. You can see it's a little bit windier. So it's about just after 6 o'clock in the morning. We're going to head over to Two Georges Marina, which is about a 4-hour journey. And that's because we've got some weather coming today actually, and tonight, and also tomorrow. So we wanted to get into a protected area and be tied up at a dock. Hope you're having a great day. Hello. Today we're going a short trip, about 28 nautical miles. Take about 4 hours. It's kind of gloomy and gray today. Nice day to be traveling though.
It's a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now. Yeah, it's going to be rainy later, isn't it?
Yeah, yesterday was a really nice day. It was one of those breaks between wind and rain, I guess. And at night, the stars came out. There was no wind. It was really, really nice to be out there.
It was nice to be stopped on a nice day and go to the beach and enjoy.
And we knew that the winds would be coming up overnight, and around 2 or 3 in the morning, the winds did come up, and you could hear it sort of just gently slapping on the hull. And then we knew it was only going to get worse today, so we thought, let's get up early. Let's get ourselves underway and then get into a marina, because there is going to be some very heavy rain, potentially some heavy thunderstorms, and of course, wind. Yeah,
tonight and more so tomorrow night, actually.
More so tomorrow night,
or tomorrow during the day even. So we're heading down Santa Rosa Sound towards Destin, and on the right of us is Santa Rosa Island, and it turns into, I think it's called Appaloosa Island. Once we get under the bridge towards Destin, we're going to turn to port and head up to Two Georges Marina. Yep. That's a neat name.
It is.
Yeah.
And hopefully, well, I think that'll give us some good protection. It's actually fairly well located near some, let me just turn that off. Let's just say turn it down, not turn it off.
Yeah.
But fairly well located for grocery stores and a few other things that we may be able to bike to.
Yeah.
So that's, we'll see what it's like. Everything is an adventure. Everything is new. Mm-hmm. We were able to dinghy into a beach yesterday and then walk across a little sandy sort of island. And
Santa Rosa Island.
Yeah, and then actually spend the afternoon on a beach with the Gulf crashing in. Just a really nice place. So
yeah, really nice sand.
Really nobody on it. Like absolutely nobody there.
Yeah. And actually the sun is trying to come out now, which is kind of nice.
It is. Yeah. So they said that it will try and come out between now and noon, which is why we're trying to get going. So, but we'll be hopefully all tucked in when this weather hits, and we'll make sure we wash down the boat. Because the one thing we have noticed, and we were warned of, is the salt does get everywhere.
Salt spray, yeah, we do need to wash it down.
And when you're anchored by the beach, where there's waves crashing on the other side of the island, some of that salt spray comes on. So we'll give the boat a good wash, get all that salt off, and then we'll be ready for the rain when it comes to, which will also help to wash.
I was going to say, the rain will wash off everything we missed.
That's exactly right, yeah.
Anyway, we hope you're having a great day today. We arrived at Two Georges Marina in Shalimar, Florida, and we're going to go bike into town to get some groceries. There's an Air Force base very close to here. We keep hearing these fighter jets going over. Very exciting. So I haven't been able to capture it on camera yet, but they're pretty fast, and they're sometimes in 4 of them going by at once. So it's kind of interesting to see that. We're just leaving Two Georges Marina a little bit later today than normal, but we don't have very far to go. We just topped up with our diesel, and the water wasn't working on our dock this morning for whatever reason, so we waited to see if it would be fixed, and it wasn't, so we got diesel and water at the fuel dock. So all done, and our trip today is only about 2.5 hours. Going to go to an anchorage and enjoy some time on the hook again. Hope you're having a great day.
Good afternoon, this is a report from the bridge. Today we are traveling down Hogtown Bay. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but if I did, perfect. If not, let me know. And we're going to be heading to an anchorage called Hogtown, I believe, Hogtown Bay, which will give us good protection from the east and the north, which is some wind we're going to be getting. There's not a lot of wind or waves today, but we'll take the protection where we can get it. We're currently running just over 1,800 RPM, and we're doing about 7.5, so we're pretty much right on where we should be. I don't know where the tide is right now. I think we're in a falling tide, but it's so minimal, it doesn't really matter. We also have seen many dolphins, so we've had well over a dozen dolphins, and they keep coming. They approach you from the bow, which I thought was strange. So you see this dolphin coming right at you, and then at the last minute they turn, and then they swim right in front of you in your bow, or they swim in the wake just behind the boat. Either way, very cool, and always a thrill to see those dolphins. We're seeing pelicans just dive bombing here and there, which is, again, even though we've seen them for a while, it's still new, which is really kind of nice. So we're making good way. I think everything stays the same. It will be a great trip, and we're looking forward to a nice quiet anchorage. So it will be the second time using the new bridle I put together, which worked quite well the first time, so let's hope it works well the second. But that's it, and that's a report from the bridge.
We just arrived at our anchorage in Hogtown Bayou, which is along the Intra-Coastal Waterway, just a little side channel. And there's one other looper here behind that you can see there, and a couple of sailboats on the other side. The sun is out, it's gloriously warm right now. We had a bit of cold weather overnight and it was cool when we woke up, but it's super nice right now. I do have a light sweater on, but it's very pleasant actually right now, just out of the wind. So today we went about 19 nautical miles. Took us about just over 2.5 hours. And we saw quite a lot of Air Force fighter jets going over as we passed the Air Force base. A really big rumbling sound they were making. And then we saw lots of dolphins on the way. It was really playful to see them. And so we've arrived for today, and we may stay a couple of nights. We'll see how it goes tonight. Should be pretty quiet here, I think. So we're anchored in Hogtown Bayou. We had another looper with us for a little while, and now we're by ourselves, and it's a little bit rougher today, so we're kind of just staying on the boat. There's not a lot of trails or things nearby to go and explore, but we're getting a few little things done. And Malcolm has just purchased online a fishing license for Florida, so I'm going to let him tell you about that.
So, as some of you may know, I like to fish. It's one of the things I've done for many, many, many years, and I've always had a fishing license in Ontario. I've even fished in other provinces in Canada. But when we came down here, I had my fishing gear, which I could use while we're in Ontario because I had a license. But as soon as we entered the States, you have to buy a license in every state, which can become, it's a bit of a burden. It can also be expensive depending on how long you're going to be there. So Florida, we're going to be here a little while. It's also got some great saltwater fishing. So I thought, what a great opportunity to go out and get a license, try my hand at whatever we've got around here, and maybe even do a little bit of saltwater fishing out on the coast, even with our own boat. So just setting it up. I have no idea what to rig it for. I really don't have any idea what fish I'm going to catch, or even if we're going to, eat the fish if I catch them. But it's more the journey, and whether I catch anything or not is really not that important. It's just doing it. So, and then get a lure on here that I've used many years. I think the only difference I'm really going to do in my fishing is to make sure I rinse it all with fresh water when I'm done. That's something I've never had to do before. So, well, that's it. Fishing Florida. Let's see what I catch. If there's something really big that we catch when we cross over, we'll share that with you as well. But this is my first foray into saltwater fishing.